But thank God for his mercies. Thank God for his kindness. I welcome you to the road show with Counselor LilWin and my driver. Clap your hands for the driver. Is back from Dubai. I told you she traveled to go and do some buying, but she's back. Clap your hands for the driver. She's here today. That's why you see me sitting like Amame. You know what I'm talking about. Well, this morning my motivation is very simple. This is my motivation for you wherever you are. The first motivation I want you to do is that know that the gift of life cannot be replaced by anything in your life. It is important to have money, but as you make money, make sure that you have what can protect your life. In this motivation, I want you to know that your personal interest is more important than any other person's interest. I repeat, your personal interest is more important than any other person's interest. Why am I saying this to you? If you are able to have personal interest and work on your personal interest and make sure you arrive at your personal interest, you will be a survivor, not a victim. There is no way that this life you are living, a lot of the things that you are expecting will not come to pass if you don't have a personal interest. Life is a great struggle, both for the young and the old. But the key word to the survival of this struggle is nothing but one. What is it? Self-interest. Self-interest. Have self-interest. Be interested in yourself. Before you think of others, think of yourself. Being interested in yourself doesn't make you selfish. Because I always use this example. If there's a group photograph and they finish the picture and show the picture to you, my dear, my darling, who do you look for first in the picture? Yourself. And that doesn't make you selfish. God created man to be self-centered. God created man to be self-centered. Center your interest on yourself. Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you have children, you don't have a child, whatever the condition is in your life, be self-centered. And when you become self-centered, you'll be self-sufficient. My motivation for you this morning is, in this month of June, if you have forgotten about yourself, before we enter the first quarter, which is July, hear my word, be self-centered. As a wife, be self-centered. As a husband, be self-centered. Don't be selfish, but be self-centered. If your wife is self-centered and she's interested in herself and want to look good for herself and want to be presentable by herself, she wants to smell good, she wants to talk good, she wants to do everything good, I promise you, loving her will not be a difficult thing. But we grow to have interest in others more than ourselves. I said this before many years ago. The investment men do in the life of their loved ones who are called women. If men will spend 0.5 seconds of that investment on themselves or in themselves, will have great men living longer than the current life expectancy we are facing. Men men spend a lot on women than themselves. Why? It is natural, because the needs of men are limited, but the needs of women are unlimited. So if you don't take care, you will focus much on the women and you will not have anything to show on yourself. So this morning, if there's nothing you are thinking about, one of the most key things I want you to know for motivation this morning on this road show is don't ever forget about yourself. Work on yourself first. Don't be selfish. Be self-centered. Be interested in moi. How do I look? How does it fit me? How does it reflect on me? Will this thing that I'm saying make my soul happy? Was this thing that I'm saying make my body look good? Hear me. If there's anything that is pure, anything that is true, anything that is nice, let these things come out of your mouth. Friends and loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to be self-centered. And as you become self-centered, life will be good for you. This is our motivation for today. And as we go, remember, this is proudly brought to you by nothing but MSP 30. MSP 30 is the H for women now, for menstruation, for hormonal imbalance, for menopause, all challenges according to your body, all challenges within your woman. All you need in the whole wide world is nothing but MSP 30. Order for yours now on 0277 609 644. MSP 30, the secret to healthy living for women. Once you menstruate, a bottle every month or 2 every month will help you have better flow. No more painkillers, because MSP is in the house and it is FDA approved, not XDA, it's FDA. And as we talk about women going for this one, our motivational message this morning was also proudly sponsored by Tonga Tali Capsules. 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 0277 609 644. And don't forget, Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. Makpe Ginger Honey Chips. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. And in America, you call 862 215 and 2007. Once again, I've not finished with the series that we are on, but let me just take a simple bite on my thoughts on what is going on, especially within the Wheezy camp. When we say the Wheezy camp, you know what we're talking about. We are talking about LilWin, our own Kojo Nkansah LilWin, the young man who has strived and taken himself throughout a lot of troubles but still surviving. The man that we are all celebrating because of his hard work. I went to his school. I have visited the school of LilWin before, and I was amazed that a guy who never had opportunity to finish his education, a guy who is now learning how to read and write, has employed readers and writers. He has many students in the school, and he told me something that touched me, that almost 75 to 80% of the students in the school don't pay fees because they don't have. Now, I was touched when I saw the buses he has bought for the school. He says nobody pays for a transportation fare to the school. They can't pay. He was sharing with me how much he spends on fuel and maintenance for the car. This young man is called LilWin, Kojo Nkansah LilWin. He has started his own production. And you go to his production, and one of the things that he does so well is that he's giving ability. I went to his school, and one of the halls that is meant to be a conference hall, he has dedicated it to church. I said, I said, so he gave a whole floor of his school, the 4-story building, a whole floor like that. He gave it to Adumche. Yes, he dedicated it to the Philadelphia church. He's sorry, sorry, he's done everything that must be done. Why? Because he has the heart of God. Not too long, all of us know what is going on when it comes to LilWin's lifestyle. LilWin brought onto us a country called Ghana, a movie that before the premiere started, the fire, the insult, the curses, the trouble started with LilWin. Because he was dealing with a country called Ghana. The problem started with our own sister Matankruma after LilWin made a statement that she was not happy with, based on the comedy aspect of LilWin. He thought it was one of the jokes, because we heard that he was being invited to be part of the country called Ghana, and she made a statement that was not fair to LilWin's team. And LilWin made a statement. Fired Moon, now in court, sue LilWin for defamation. Over 500,000 Ghana cedis was what was on the suit, if I can remember. I stand to be corrected. They've been to court, but a country called Ghana still was acted. And in that time, LilWin brought Nigerians because the concept that he wanted to portray and the director needed some key people to travel from Nigeria to Ghana to be part of the country called Ghana. Self-sponsored, he brought them. He made a tour with them when they arrived in Ghana for the first time to come and act. Hear me. Unfortunately for us, when this thing happened, what was not going on right was that when these things went on, what was not going on right was simple. Ghanaians were angry that LilWin left and brought us. LilWin left and brought us Nigerians to come and act a Ghanaian movie. The insult started, the curses. He's the downfall of the Kumawood acting, blah, 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 blah. Yo. He's using juju. Yo. He didn't mind. Finally, the movie was acted. The premiere of the movie too, the same thing, the insult, whatever it is. He kept on saying, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. At the point in time, he even passed a joke and said, share will be better. You bet you movie am a moja share. What do we campus and muscle? He made all those joking statements. Accra premiere was successful. Kumasi premiere, before he could live in, before LilWin left Accra to Kumasi for the premiere, he was admitted in the hospital. Not easy, not easy, because the body was weak, and the way he looks like Shatawale, their immune system easily break down. Can go. So it became a problem for us, the people who are watching over his shoulders, because the guy has made it possible. He was discharged from the hospital. Then he said the movie must come on. He invited great personality in Kumasi, and KNUST Hall. He rented a place, it was not for free. Brought a lot of Kumasi big people, including Otiko Koso, Asantehini, the chief of the Ashanti region. Brought Adumche and all the leadership. On his way, an accident happened. And the accident that happened is why this morning I'm here to say a country called Ghana, nya sem she. That should be the title of the movie. A country called Ghana. Then you say nya sem she. My grandmother was called Sronipa. And when you meet him and say Sronipa, or see nya sem she. My grandmother. Sronipa Nyasemshe. So a country called Ghana, Nyasemshe. Kojo Nkansah LilWin. Kojo Nkansah LilWin. The LilWin of Ghana. The musician, the actor, the business entrepreneur, the lovers of men, women. Kojo Nkansah LilWin, the CEO of Windsor Empire. Kojo Nkansah LilWin, the proprietor of the best school that you can find, well built with a huge security, feeds the children every time they go. Kojo Nkansah LilWin is the one I'm talking about. He had an accident, but thanks be to God that he survived the accident. He lost a child in the accident, a 3-year-old child, if I'm right, in the accident. The father was injured, but has been treated and discharged. LilWin was treated and was discharged by the clinical or the clinician's point of view. And he said, the visitors are waiting. So on this premiere, let me rush and go and see them. For them and my fans to know that I am okay by the grace of God. LilWin went to the premiere. Hey, why did he go to the premiere? After an accident like this, what is he looking for? Even all the time when LilWin went to the premiere, he didn't have an idea that in the event of that crash, apart from the fact that the two guys that were with him were injured, there was another person who has lost his life. He didn't know about that. And it was not communicated to him because it will cause a lot of mental trauma. The two people that were injured was a trouble for him, according to those who were with him at the hospital. He was managed to the place to come and spend some few minutes and go back and rest after the accident. LilWin did just that. Hey, people didn't go down well. Hey, baby, they saw the cases all of a sudden. Then the child died, because the child didn't die at the incident. When the accident happened, the child didn't die on spot. The child was carried to the hospital. And through that process, then we lost the child painfully. A 3-year-old child who was traveling with the father. Where the child was seated, where the child was not seated, doesn't justify the death. But we've learned our lessons. I know my wife has learned a bigger lesson, and I have learned a bigger lesson, because my monkey stage boys will always want to sit. As for my daughter, she sits at the middle of the car. That is where she will sit. The car seat must be put in front to be seeing the mother's face. Otherwise, my daughter can cry, and you ask her what is wrong with you. One time I told the mother, dear, my friend, never listening to have different. It is one of the errors that can happen to all of us. You are coming to work every morning, you don't see children who are jumping in the car. So whatever happened doesn't justify the death of that 3-year-old child that really lost a child. LilWin didn't know. So in the morning, when he has gone to church according to the report, and thank God and came back, and the story started unfolding. Then they realized that something happened beyond just the accident. So they have to go and greet the family who have lost their son or their child. Let's say it this way. They went there. What is this long story Counselor is narrating? After all these things that have happened, then we started hearing very loose and common sense reports. The police have not given us the report. What caused the accident? Who might be at fault and must be charged? It's an accident. It can happen to me right now as we're driving. It can happen. But Ghanaian started. Hey, LilWin needed fresh blood to revamp his juju. LilWin is, if it was his child, will he go to and do the premiere? If it was this one, what is it? The insult. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an accident. Finally, what you want, haven't you gotten it? Yesterday, when LilWin was discharged from the hospital, he was arrested by the police. And they popped up, LilWin arrested. Hey, you're happy. What has LilWin done to the rest of you who hate him like that? Can you share with me what he has done to you? If LilWin was to be a dog in your family house, and after some years of training, the dog in your family house can hear, tracing, sorry, sit, stand, wiggle your tail, greet, shake. If you have a dog like LilWin in your house, and after many years of training, he can listen to your voice and act, would you be happy? A country called Ghana. What has LilWin done? You wanted LilWin to end up like the rest. What are we talking about? This young man, when you want to take him to America for anything, if you are what is your problem? That a young man who has not gotten certificates through formal education like my own has achieved more than me. What is your problem? I pay you for a dream 2 one won't pay a year. Then I lay where yabo. Say LilWin your bush yanka. Ya chin about it. Obin Kasa in a police chain. I don't care. When there is anything, the police must investigate. My only issue is that why is he arrested? Issue an invitation. But why will you write LilWin arrested? He was not arrested. The police wanted to investigate and have a side of the story. What is it? What is it? Nobody is saying that we are happy that a family have lost their child. No, it's painful. Even my child that was born on the same day, died on the same day. I can't forget that 9 months of pregnancy that we have spent so much on the mother to survive, we'll lose the child and come home without a baby. So the loss of a child is painful. But we protect the living, not the dead. We protect the living, not the dead. And the PR didn't write letter well. And then when they asked for LilWin, I told him through this medium. I've not been able to talk to him on phone. But when LilWin comes back, the team must be shaken up because there are a lot of root rats and demons within the team. There was a young guy who was called Abro. The very day the accident happened and he was asked about what happened, he was not in the car. He gave us a report. A loose eyewitness report, and ended his personal experience with LilWin. And LilWin like driving with top speed. LilWin, you are driving reckless. And LilWin driving what were you trying to achieve, Abro? And proof what he said. And I was on radio. I said, this statement the young man has made will go a long way to inform the public negatively about the accident that has happened. Why will LilWin speed in a short distance? To prove what to who? But what he said, everybody capitalized on it. This one is saying this. Everybody is insulting LilWin that he has gone to speed and kill somebody's child. Please allow the police to do their work. Whether the child was in seatbelt, he was in seat, he was jumping, he was standing. Allow the police, because most of the eyewitness report, they are demonic attack. We are not the same. The law says that seemingly the same by law. We are not the same. So when an accident occurs, there's a celebrity inside. He will be more important for us to discuss than the non-people who are not celebrated. We are not the same. I pay you 4 penny per year. What has LilWin done? Why are you dying? If LilWin could have died today, if the accident could have taken the life of LilWin, you see the number who go hungry. The school will collapse. Nobody can sustain the school of this young man. The Wizzy Empire will collapse. I'm telling you. What he does to make his money, nobody know. Why? My country called Ghana. This guy will even give money out to people. LilWin helps people that even in the creative industry. I can tell you for a fact that his colleagues have collected money from his son before. They are musicians that LilWin has used and has paid them. What is it? Why do we hate people with passion? Every day they are expecting you to have a negative news so that they will capitalize on it and say, man can't chill, man can't chill. Not here, wakonje dro, utri sunu wa pampa so, unim baby a yedi nipa yedro, koyebi. Unim baby a yedi nipa, ekoyedro, koyebi. Ade na ogusu di ohia. And what Jimmy for? LilWin bought a whole land and has built a village for famine. God created everybody with a seed. He says, have dominion, increase, be fruitful. It was imbibed in us. Look, when you buy a mango, you are eating the mango. The seed of the mango has a tree in it. That is LilWin. That is me. That is you. If you have not found the fertilizer for the seed to germinate, don't allow anybody to bring it down. And I will always appreciate LilWin. I salute this young man that after everything in his pain, even though he was not strong, he went to church to say thank you to God. Now me share LilWin. What time for anybody go say? Na Jimmy 40 radio so to TV so say oni ma kenkan ti letter na ye try ni mpodo oni bi atro dia ba bedwam enkwasi asem ensem anya senim onim homem unti den abo Jimmy aden na mama ni pa kasa na no fom sa aden uti TV kese so educated girl. That LilWin can pay you every month. I know he can pay you. How much are you paying? How much will pay you? Your 4,000, your 3,000. LilWin can pay you and rent a house for you to live in. You sit on TV, national television, and say, Kojo Nkansah LilWin name letter na chiro hu bi. Oni ma kenkanka Jimmy abayfo abonsam famo so dia say nipa. The devil can use people to destroy you. If you shut up, the internet doesn't forget. LilWin is a good person. He will live as a good person. He won't die now. His business will never die. All the witches that are fighting LilWin, we fight them back. Adeng. Yachino. Munya nkanko de prison. Yem belly no. Na ska di belly ni pano. Say bebo busia grad the belly LilWin dey famo home. E famo home. Abayfo. Wa okay we be number 2 aka. Obinka said LilWin is guilty or not guilty. The eyewitness report. Remember Funny Face. When the incident happened, the accident happened. Somebody, hey, we're Kunkwalano. Funny Face said when they said we're Kunkwalano, he decided to say, hey, the children's president, I have killed a child. He should cross the car and kill himself. That was it. Again, country called Ghana. Nyasem Shen. Mamuti Abrocheso. Amunim Nukrano. Muso camera. Say no mutia. Police for Nimo Jumaya. And Nanaka Yobi and Gakochin. Oh, Yobi. But the level is different. Ebu Shafo. Obi Kase. And it's now about the woo. But ye can't cry. Mommy and Caddy about boy in you. Just really we anchor. Why never the Jeopardy mobile? And I'm one Ben. I am where you monsoon. Mumubi Imu, some ballads, Tobiases, a country called Ghana. Nyasamushe. Nyankupon. Obey LilWin feet in social in them. I'm an eating why you foot white. I'm a dear Yamide Suma Branty. A bem. A dear Bia Yamida Doom LilWin. A bem. Obia no to me sell LilWin. Obia son to me sell LilWin. The creativity is a seed from God. What LilWin is carrying is a seed. That is why, even when the Kumewood industry is collapsing, the guy is standing. If you think sell LilWin, Kojibi. Sister, Kojibi. When him say ye kuni padi ye dro koye bi. Na mo nkwala na mo di lewe echi no. Eya ye bo pa ya mo nkata mani dindin da mo bi ma no. Ese se lewe hwi ase na. On di ohia o, mo na mo adwuma bebo. No penity radio so say lewe was school. Say the school bus na go show anka. Onya abadaye ma nkwala no. Ate na mo kase Jimmy kwa so sa. Why are they? Then I will lewe aye. Me see. Say lewe you fear kraman. Now I no. Sit, stand, go, come. Now we come in here to say Ghana got talent. Someone to our air sha. I can't tell you me makrama way. Yeah, I was saying yo. And you need to woo. And you always see Tobias, Sambalat. I wash said then the best. And no because trouble here. The crime LilWin has committed can land him 25 years in prison. Oh yeah. 25 years in prison. You are looking forward to hear that LilWin is jailed for 25 years to go in prison because why they? It's an accident. Wow, fucker. And you say LilWin the card will book or no more son. Shall LilWin? And some ponim be no. Look, maybe you've not met LilWin before. You can't sit with LilWin for the next 5 minutes and your ribs will not crack. In the deformity of the young man, he will make sure that you laugh. I remember I introduced my team to go and cause this man to do insurance. What's that? Scan with my mom, but there's that you. That was LilWin. What has LilWin done? Then LilWin are here. Number 2 Number 2 so we feel crying in LilWin. What did the budget do? Me catch her. So LilWin feel crying. And you don't buy no pay you. But and send food and you know.
Let the wire and Yami shroud. What can say papa? Yet don't know, Yami ever protecting LilWin.
Or protecting the dada. And now you all protecting the dada. Yes, yeah, this country called Ghana.
The program
I said, Kumasi for now, only on your movie, only a 2 wiki.
Oh, only Nipanin now, Sumu and
and I was Debbie, I want money pay yanka. I don't know when you I want money pay a year. I don't know see no money year. Oh, my to see catch and colada. Oh, my
you have said so. Who could not accident? Not who careless. What do back with enough front to say? On your accident 80 ministers are not paying for governor or the own better. Who papa no don't better. Debbie,
and I make us say, would they muntie me? Me come on and say, Debbie, media men come on and say, muntie me. One member be a casa woman, media and say, police reporting by Akulani Jina Ho, Akulani Tina Ho, Akulani Strength Ho, report name by ye. It's other than Yentrema Posty phone function, Mumba, ye see ye. Yes, LilWin drive the car near DP, direct from port. Watumra, some running for Unko jail. Or drive the car within Kumasi. Or if you port in a buyer, you that's the thing. But you'll be a mutant home. You're not sure be a manacasa, then you find a crab in Damasina. But Barney Sena, obviously eyewitness. Mammy now, and I'm Jimmy when you have a process here. Because I'm not gonna be bombing say, and I say, dear see ya can't bow so getting in wood. so see eyewitness report. Na Ghana for Jinaso. Lewe a wicked person. Lewe a wicked person. Or ya we didn't or drive. No, be a nagaseme hunida or namon cryer. Nekali bimunika. Me driving on. And that 20, and it's so be driving Corolla, Kia 70. And then you say ni pasa. What I make us say, police here Nejuma. I will never speak against the police. They should continue doing their work. But until the final report comes, may we not speak against this young man. I said, "Yeah, no, you country go Ghana, nyasam hwe. And power the better liwechi. Say sika ye be hia wa yet, de se aye ma na ye be ye. Me de metu mu asio. Lewe asem si ye me ne nkasa e. Ni info ni pa na me bo mpa ye guso. So obenya nkwa, obenya hoden. Say lewe bibia ento ne da. Asem be si obeyi na fi mu te se sana enoma efi trap mu. Ade bia ya to, ye de ato ho. Say lewe betom, obi a wa ye hihye boni bia no, omwa nkasa be no moja. Ade boni bia nsi. Wizi Empire ebejida, lewe school ebejida, lewe mbebo akwakura, sana abrante no onyambo akwakura. Na so to me activity sa akwakura ma yesere no. Lewe mbenya bedane sa akwakura no. Ama ye dina ye movie. He nyankopon awosuri. Nyame awosuri. Nyame awosuri. Oma ye ni mungu aseda. De be sibia, ye be so musa. Yanka sa denti na kwala na wo. Bebusuafo de atiase ene ye bono ho ba ebusuafo bi de no wa wo kaseti alewin bia no men kasenti aw but de wasoro no ono otumi tua kama ya ye ni kama fo no obeka bia malewe
amen
me de no ya sha se one e ba first wo ba first ni mu kasade enko wo de ane dai thank you
no defend LilWin. It's like every time there is something about this man. Every time it's negative. They keep on speaking negative about him.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair at all.
Yeah.
When somebody is doing something good, we should appreciate.
Sorry.
We should actually lift that person up.
Country
we should
called Ghana.
adore what the person is doing.
Country called Ghana.
But not that negative. No,
country called Ghana.
Said we are not our own police in far reporting by, but to be a candy will be a candy anything. No more can it's in a idea for police, every kind of brand one consider prana. Now, if you are not so I got tired more,
yeah, public court of opinion.
It's in when I say your boss says, Sebio, or will be able to send your okay, and you need to. We'll be proud of him. It's a sign as one bow a bushim, no, don't be a bushim. As I say, you should be happy for them. And you should be happy for LilWin.
Yeah.
But they be negative, no more can some full fat.
Yeah.
No, and
now we will be a driving at you. If you know that we can use children for money, go and do some.
Now you know, sick and know. They be no. What you not saying? I did you say? I won't pray more. Be a man saying it.
Yeah, that's it.
Won't me one word spiritually. Man saying it. You want money, baby. Also, you'll be back. Also, free bush. I'm more appreciating. I want now before I'm done. And also, he's so caring. Shayama, why? Nipa dodo say eno mu ye enti no mesra mo Ghana fo mo ma ye nyina ya sesa ye subai na nye obi nkosora obe pia no but men try so obe pulling it down because who pulling it down for so be mpa no be nye so wan mo obe pu obi obu obi e bia nipa no so di be pu obi so we should be happy for one another so also be prosper. Happy man,
that's what sister Namishra. That's a part Namishra pa Queen Namishra. One about Gabi. Are you the next person? You call this out. Yeah, call Gabi. Namishra. Namishra one so.
If we say issue,
na me share obi obetimi etu no asi wo because me am ti idea my ready say I was here supporting Abranti na me support.
That's it.
I am ever ready.
That's it.
Both physical, spiritual. My ready say me support.
That's it.
Enti daddy, okay, bibi say ube support impossible kasema.
Oh yeah.
I am ready to support.
Yeah. No,
I am ready to support.
We'll raise money for LilWin. We'll raise money for LilWin. Yeah, in trample by him bisa. No, yeah, in trample by him bisa. Yeah, me okay, me kawa. Like I'm saying, me kawa. The mafa ma adwene say abafra na ofiri mu abusuafo no ye ntwa ma LilWin koche won hwe ya ye beboa ye ho ano ne akobo mu say ye mamo yakọ kafra asan ya ye di LilWin achi nya di we ba ba chi abusuan ka say kafra ti won say na so de nti amaye din ne say wo hwe amamre mu a accident si a enye wo a wo ka accident no ho no na say wo kọ na nkochi ayi ye nya ne sa
Tabida
ye nyina na de ato ye ni what was it ye nkoja enti ato obi ehwi a wan na ekwakochia na no obi si LilWin akwakochia agola na ebusuafo ah ono so car accident no ho we are not being fair enti boan de beboa obi a wo mi page so follow me ye beboa de se ye fata bia no empire eno ahomache ti se de me kraman bi ayira kabo because me and me kei obi be sorry tia me na me de tire me why me nsuro bia o I don't fear anybody physically, I don't fear anybody spiritually. If you're on this page and you think that you are going to attack me, come, let's do it. If whatever it is, I don't care about you. We should protect what God has given us. This is a seed. And sister, that be what come at it. Nyami shira. Mati power.
na me ka asem.
Ko meet you.
The empire forces se ukotu so obi abodwi se ehia.
Senso si udi am.
Na wa senso esi udi am. Enye senso na wo se esi udi am ni se wo pese wo hu de we nso siti o. Na mom ebetimi ato.
Sa.
Enema ya eto LilWin ya mama hu se o man Ghana udi nchi na wo ka se nkrofo do nchi wo jiji wani ma ye bibia.
Nya sem hwe a country called Ghana. Movie ni title.
Ama ni eto so bi. Se wo be UK ha kra ye boya. Daddy, enuma wa he nyina anya bind you. Enuma bu wa he nyina ye individual. Enti se ba Ghana be ye ya nya bind e betimi aya Ghana yi. Eye individuals le betimi aya na young guy wasi so. Ye shokuma wudumu a ye wompemfo bebre o manya sika o so wo mu nti na ko no ma ye adwuma. O mu di sika no wo madu. Efi se wo no na abreti wo di sika. Ba grant we ya nhwe saadie. What me assist schools. Begin say o nyuma kro e bia ye nim.
Bebre.
Awodo awaye.
Wato ekura mu a whole village kono ye ni movie.
Enti sa brantie we ya o be ye bribi ama e hotinya be ye to na di sikabre Ghana. Na di sikabre omo ni sa no dwuma bia nso o be to nso wo mu tiri so nya bibia didi. Wo mo ba cleaning na okodi school mo obenye bibia pepa enya sika edi. Kanti madam benye sika. SS ni na wo wi school teacher training ni no wi school na abaya post school no. A wo ti fie na wonya adwuma nya na. LilWin na fa na adwuma na wo chira de wo school wo twia ne ka. Ghana for refia na.
Oh, Ghana for more.
Enti yen hwe ni ye. E fi se wi ase ni ni pegu.
No na o sha.
Wo mo se Ghana bre no accept. E wan tie no so mo ye sa na ya no. Because on my dear Peja, a member who was coming up at my Peja. Now, so your man, Manaka was almost strong and coupon. No more thing and coupon at the end, no more now, so it's in our coupon at the end.
I didn't know quite sorry for that. I don't know what that's what sorry.
I rather won't win.
Amen.
Maybe I know.
May I see him call? One at was so. Morning, Belinda. Yanko, you should have also. Yanko, Casari Yanko, Belinda.
Yeah, I know you didn't say a very video. A mom, but I'm also coming to the Casa go win. The family, if you why you don't pa, you don't know from afar.
That's
Leandra, you say you're posting my Asian coin, the Nico police station, Yabano, or if you are chilling. Now, that's you comment session, you know. It's a funny road. Actually, should I wear trip to Kojo Nkansah? I need your shaking, depending on your so young for that. One I think the two of you go to serve in the economy shoes. I will, as I'm not tolerant on. Panisa will not talk. Would that
Obe free one yesika kasi efi adie.
Let me guide you and I'm in the push room. Cab or guide my car born on the road, see that she was sorry and he said, then I did not come.
Oh, ever come. And I feel like LilWin ever.
Accident. Good morning. I'm actually normal. I'm going to show up. That's like my job, boy.
Yeah, that's it. Let me shout. Let me shout. Maybe about Mobi Ambra Baku yesterday. But that's it. Well, in that, let me shout. And yet, I am boy and one. Yendi Echi, and Repemuno, the Sia, one be a vampire one day. A chassis is here. Yamin Bolly win home by. And one Juma home by. And one in Crawford home by. Let that prayer be part of your prayer. Mandy, Yanko. Yeah, twas was sa kama. You want to draw more about you. Mandy Yanko.
Daddy, the me when say a time or yeah, because I said industry ni mono wa bet page up rekope. See, any time now, I believe there is a spiritual attack. And maybe GDN say Philadelphia Papa no nene be able to do.
Amen.
So yeah, so you phone you the attack no. Can I say ultimately kaibo be Emma to me a support ye police case or maybe but I say you're a young miss a branch and a picture call and a cancer Ninimunintino. Yambi before you be
this country called Ghana. Amen. And Pabody here. Yan Kasa Bebre, you didn't have Pabo, but your back Kasa on Kasa ye dear. You bet fire no professional way. What I say? Bema, Pogu, Yanko.
Councilor, that's it. If you buy my dear, be brave. Call Ghana. You soon as said you pen him what attempt to do. You to your boss said you are canon. A shas neighbors, I said, a dear bonnet and LilWin accident in AC. Crime scene, police for encore, Omonia investigation, and for the Biame Twabontin, and Chess a crime say an assassin and I'm accident in the bay. Naya so many broken and this happened. Let me say, and I LilWin air cocoa, Yacobono called this why a day. I didn't know why, Bonnie Ben what ye, and then the agent also. Now, a one for set would dip man out with default. And Jasamba, you not betray, to your bossy, let them right near Juma. If we say Ghana Croon, Embra womb, accident in AC, your baby be a baby grown with default. You know defaults. When you far, I didn't know default for no, and what's the train say? I'm right the Bemano. That's all. So, call Massa Asutri being the honor. What's the train say? The question I say. So, call for now for the Casa, and I didn't see a crowd for your attention, call the window. Not attention and go.
If you want,
yeah, could be blind. Could be blind in the year in the map, in your way. I will look for you. But if you're saying I could be blind to some John, a man,
that's all.
Or on a spotlight,
because you're a celebrated person.
One more, and I'm Iran president, the minister, and I call for Kama. That's all. You Iran president, you know.
That's all. That's all.
On a spotlight, what is the big deal? Say, yes, I said, I won't call for your wish. You bet the young one, yes,
that's it.
And I know Saturday Gronano. Accident to be brilliant, you Ghana. Take care for Sunny Bless. Take care for Sunny Bless. That's it. Accident to our pump. I'm a broker
KK for Sudi Nako Dasi. KK for Sudi Nako Dasi. Yeah, Drew. Jimmy Seya. A country called Ghana. Nyasem she.
Ghana. Saturday Corona. KK for Sudi bless. I'm accident to see. I'm a blogger who and it will be Anka. So why only Kojo Nkansah accident in SC?
Your time. Your time.
I am a Busasa in Crawford. I
oh, like I don't know. On be say Jumani gu. On be ka se see e kan ye. Ah ya kan so be wu. Ni abon a voice 7 days. And no. Obi ndwini mba ho. School no be gu. Ne basis na watono because me chewe ka le. Na me ntia wonka.
Ye besre ye my Ghana say. Asem si a moment to your boss. Mummy enya botre. Na hwehwe mu nkonkonkosi because accident date me to bia. And now the presidential convoy. Enkonya accident.
Yo.
Mama fani call for to get the animu.
Yo.
Presidential convoy nya asem.
Yo.
And now the second lady bomb your convoy. Enkonya accident.
Yo.
One can was them.
Bema.
You want to the accident dia normal.
Kojo Nkansah dia ni dia. Me da sipo. Okunyame. Na mo woni wakoje edro ya pa. Kojo Nkansah koje edro. Edro ni ya nyansa. Wonsu koje bi o, koje bi. Emwa enkrama woni be edro. Mugusu di ohia. Won koje edro ni bi o na Ghana ya dey. Poku me da so. Na edro mo. Ye go. Na edro.
Yes, good
morning.
I want to just ask whether people know the meaning of accidents.
No, they are forgotten because of LilWin. They know, but with LilWin is different.
People know the meaning of accidents.
No.
And secondly, we are health worker. You will understand.
Yeah.
Obituary accidents. You see the person fit, but inwardly the person is good. And you're very, very risky. Crossing will be a reply.
Yeah. Internal bleeding.
It is very, very risky.
Yeah.
Oh, people can say, Australia and our premium. That is not, you wouldn't know. If you're in a health sector, you wouldn't know until you've seen it. Because Egiana was sorry now about wounding. It's in some so maybe a doctor's in the you are what you know. Who let the back could be video. Oh, this I say, Kojo Nkansah now or call premium. Kojo Nkansah now sounds so appear or cotton. I saw it and I shook my head.
Yeah.
I saw it yesterday and I was like, really?
It's really a 50 years.
Because people to me in your accidents, I am sure and depending the best story. On none them crazy age cry, we pray has it and I say, sometimes accidents no plan is even better. Same your own plano.
Yeah.
Your own plan. It is risky and it is dirty.
Yeah.
People don't know. Frankly speaking, people don't know. People don't know because I said the panel. And I said the guy is owing him and or and I said me or time be I was like what time because some people are talking with I said more hatred be I was like hey
they would die in their hatred. That's how they are. On Jaiman Suda.
Face to face.
Why Jimbe will say Nipanado show.
I feel for the guy, I feel for the family.
That's it. That's it. Not room on Yamishla. Young corrupt.
Yeah, Councillor, good morning.
That's it, Romo. My job. Young person one pie Mali wing. Any in Crawford. And you'll be a young
Councillor, good morning.
Good morning.
Before church is saying,
Boko.
you, Madam Masi. Counselor, you see, a young man, you can't send me up. A bit near my said, you better see your Masi, I need a woman say, the way Yafano, my imuno. Some way, somehow, at Yakaka. Said the Palubania accident now. What shall I Kanamana to say, Nipano share now, or the Vinya accident? And Rawu, ya police for Cofano, no, so
Yeah,
accident.
There's a wash at the crowd.
What's the Yeti? And it's a Mepatromonia. Neosa Yeti, your mind with Mra. Emerald dress some way somehow I was said or court accounting into a call. All right. A woman said police get involved into a call. Said or Jimmy and that's as in Muna, you're going to say, or do you win? And ye go free. Another person also so ecotomuna say chisadi but not just equal rights no anymore. But maybe as yes me any send personal criticism no near my new one say after say we na etwemu nyansa be na Kojo be free. Understand that the resilience of a man is not on the falling but on the rising. After say what rising, he will become a different person with different mindset altogether. Senior Kaya, the day I won't buy a cell or making me cool. There was a movie, in fact, now on free move. But Oba, he will become much more stronger a person than he is as of now. We have him in our prayer that definitely we are able to Abalano dear Wanyaka and revival. Unfortunately, say Caesar, but I'm believing that beyond everything, he will come back, he will bounce back as a stronger person than he was before.
Thank you so
That's
much.
Our prayer.
Thank you very much. Let's continue praying for Kojo Nkansah LilWin. Shepherd, yeah, go.
Yeah, Madam say. I think that we are air courses. Any so so be Nipaya de now so young
Correct.
Now, and I'm share with you. I really felt it for the man because people were saying, say, he is faking the way or nothing. And you see, many accidents were no meeting New Jersey, Newark. Many accidents were Newark, part of Newark, oh baby, Naya Avenue. Now, on the major road. And now we see minor road, stop sign, see why we be run major road no more. SSF or no Gina because you are coming to join the main road.
Yeah.
By one stop. The Osumuba road no na there's a medic crashing. When the police and ambulance came, they told me they want to take me to the hospital, and I'm sure I'm fit.
I'm fine.
I'm okay. Me a premier no. I'm using a Honda Santa Fe, and I'm using Toyota Corolla Ketwa. It's me no, be the pain no. Me feel say me okay to normal because they can't spin it 3 times, and I got tall and chewo and murabiwo. So I got up, and then we called and was say, "Are you okay?" We called and I got I'm stuck at now on the to work. I said, "What?" The accident is here and it's okay. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" I was here, and I mean, me force who said, "Maybe maybe can't up me, don't know, I lock it." Before so that me from the police for buy. I don't know who called the police. I don't know. I'm not sure police. So I think I mean one of the neighbors because they're happy when neighbors stay. I mean to cut this long story short, they couldn't take me to the hospital because I said I'm okay. And Mika said upon second thought, let me go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Somebody me call but Israel. It's just like 5 minutes drive. I didn't change, yes. I felt some pain in my body. That means sorry, crap.
Share. Accident.
The day of the accident, it happened like 10 o'clock in the morning. And I would make a hospital, I'm discharging me bed 4 o'clock thereabout because they want to be sure. I did change me bed few every year, Piani. A day, I could die. I did change Tuesday, I couldn't wake up. I have to call the ambulance to come for me.
Yeah.
And I think say accident and happier. I mean, sometimes you might not feel the pain, but after some few days, you will feel the pain. I will say yes, this is what is happening now. Say if we are penny for say, yeah, come for be a front, near come for what,
sir,
because if we are saying and you be at the bedroom, in the Bible no crack. And Mestre say, one thing I mean, who were accident scene concerning LilWin. I don't know, say I don't know the accident to buy. Now, I mean the mob we are around him now. Onyano now 2 car no speed of the 2 car no so my you shame because I can but used to be that promo is very, very tough. Just like Canada. Me shame. For me, the way I the speed of the free or now the HC route no me shame. Mestre, oh, fame sometimes it did 3 more. You refi never be free. And Crofogo Cano and commodity any maybe he lost control and I be a
maybe what's the okay and we are speculation. And I make us say the speculation is what is bringing all this talk. And I don't want the speculation. And I make a say the okay Matthias here. I like your advice, but for now, people are using the speculation to do nonsense.
No, I want the
that is where I don't want to hear speculation. It happened to Funny Face. It happened to Funny Face. See the lies they said about Funny Face. For
me, I try to say, Madam Fubi, 2 years ago, I can say, this after this accident happened, I can say, Ghana 2 years ago now, Ring Road must work. I see, we look at some how the car air payment. Or buy no sort of the car, so that means maybe I'm not speed. And so no,
Obia for speed, limit me per speed, the speed and accident. And yes, speed and come. Masa, main car says speed here, but me and yes, speed and come. If I didn't speed out, me, my problem is that all your advice you are giving, we take it. But don't use the advice as what happened. That is not what happened. Let's wait for what happened. That's my own.
What is happening today? I felt like they should let him recover. And then, if there is something, they say, and Mradia, yes, from his yasem, as I'm 10 years, 20 years, they can go revisit the case again. For me, he's in pain. They should have waited for him to recover. Whatever that they have to do, the case is there. We can't revive them back. But I think that the way I hear seminars in Ambassa, and that's it. They should take
Namishra, including that's including your uncle. Including your uncle.
This is the first time I'm talking to you. Honestly speaking, I've been following I don't know how many years. Oh,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yanko Bacho Chewa Yanko. I didn't check and Kunipa. That's it.
after that spent from the tow car from the highway, the motor car, and I was thinking, say, just a brand sorry, one year, some people have been to me and drive.
Wow.
I couldn't drive in this country. It is a simple bus. You will just show. That's only free. Now, some of your boy no common. Then go for me one. Then go for the man. Come on, come by an air cannon. Apparently, you will say, oh, you be a little bit younger than a baby. Then would your fears. Your fears in the city and free your Ghana for young people, say you pay you, say you say you.
Your time. Your time. Nya shem.
It's been too scary. She will. She will. The groom had to have to decide when it did. They used to do for the air. You break up the soil. She has to have it. You didn't see any number. Now, why not? Why not? If you're not, if I'm going to go to university, they come. She said, we need to go there. I can't afford it.
Your time, I may sumawo, Bompire Tiawo, Men sumawo, Bompire Tiawo.
That's it. When the boss was to an assumption, Ghana for from a home. What do I am? Because
yes, a country called Ghana. Yeah, seven share. Let me shit out. Inkunim, let me shit out. Yeah, seven share. Young go. Remio. Caminian go. Remio. Remio 1, Remio 2, Remio 3 only. One or two Remio, so Casadianco. Remio Ada. Casadianco.
Now, but your good morning.
Morning, ma'am, let's say.
Maybe Namiado. Maybe some Pisa. Ain't no. On so much as say, when Tana to can. Don't second Asian on Acolati one, or Cocune de Aquatiscana.
And you're not from Mamma, no be so.
Can't afford to celebrate a Benyas accident week. No, the Tiger can't send me Brianna.
And I said, the movie no here, no baby, I'm busy BBC. Nanka mo pese o. Na mo pese premium no, obia amba premium no. Omo ganse na ko obia amba premium no. Aha. Sama mo di eh.
Because Omo can say the LilWin is that car here it's because one of that is that.
I know.
LilWin look at away. Or probably look at away. On me no bien when say or continue car for LilWin and then school fees are month for Jewish school, LilWin school. Last time I'm telling it was so 100 Ghana.
Aye. Then it can't
and this Kakitwa, LilWin 200 Ghana cities. I will Emma Colaba Kupia. It's mean you're gonna forfeit. But right, Papa now, or the book
to what?
Anka, Kojoba, Anaka, Papa, they can't do na Kojoba no ya. Anka say na Ghana for me.
Anka brother so dey na for this Ghana.
They be na LilWin in the banner Kojo Edro. Ade bi e fa LilWin who bi aye Edro. Why? Yanko.
Eye Edro. Come on, what you want say o Shoemaker no. O ye Shoemaker na no ye Edro. Ti Ghana dey nyame ntimi sira.
Every.
Hey.
Nyami ni ahode. Sana mo dwen. That's wo.
Aye. Because the beer is about a draw.
Nyami ye fan paibo entirely we achi ehia ye mpa. Nana Yeah, that was it. Nana Kwame.
Because Sandra, me who no. Me something me person about social media. If he said a bike, I can't be a material. TikTok, I can person about just and then I'm seeing me share a moose for your life. I would get as some old canoe. A patchy. Because some may be more canny serious.
But that's it. Yamishira. Yanko, Nana Kwame. Yanko.
Council, that's one more opportunity on this platform.
Nana Kwame,
honestly, Dano Name were around stadium. No, be a may can also freeze our direction never. She may friend no crab, I say, I didn't watch us because Okachem say he's close to baby. I'm one on we expect to say within 3 to 5 minutes of a also incidents in SU or junction is 20 grand or mining member around. In fact, the Kokodu Hodena or more a year to Kana Kwanza, but in Zamba community Guameti free Ghana, dear said, or maybe Nipa, I think the critics no at also a have been free. Now, so then the minus and the money party. I realize, no, because we make a good statements there. Nipa near celebrating to an amount of whom are the way to make chocolate coins or panel because Anna sounds that they are tempted to maybe over. I don't want to use overspeed, but so be contempt at least in order not to cut that all that crowd. Because celebrity and allowing see a comedian. Maybe we do be as a be a cracker to umpa. Who know Ben against or banning chain. You know, so that my more movie. So we are celebrating now. Drive when you like say a 6. Because who will be Wahasi, or best at the opera or we who man say, while we ama what we're feeling say we win or pass. And as it I am a Ghana for my team maybe I say, we're celebrating fine. I believe Christ and not in this India on that special day, maybe a corner, a driver, but who knows? All his boys or Libya was also may also have been in an activity.
We love to drive ourselves. So, we prefer driving ourselves.
I see.
We prefer driving ourselves.
This is a time I was in Ghana for you show much love to the guy.
Love for who? Love for who? They will show love for anybody.
Yes. Yes. Who is trying to
a country called Ghana. Nami Shira. That's it.
And once they jive and Quakosha between the Binania, then they are 40. But at least
Namontiana Siana, Yasi Bela Samoa, every restaurant, Yasi or Ton Diani or Tomu, Yade Sereno, Jimmy. Say Bela Samoa, every restaurant.
I'm now more security, so answer only so many.
Now, me see, dear me, and say. Se nipa ne to mu de ayeyi a efa wo ho chale nana me da se na mi shira ye bom pa ma lewe ye bom pa ma se one to an so no ammo leaves
hey if I told that be counselor if I chonya mi
o se me ba obi se o se na
if I told that be akuni agenda for you on contact here
Medas, what are many or no, but in support.
Okay, so you are not very aqua, cheddar, me pacho, Uyana, Madam, DM me, Mama, Onena Kasawai.
Yes, sir,
yes.
Follow me now, request, no, me connect to another video, cheddar. Why? Yanko. I'm all leaves, Yanko.
Yes, sir. Hello, Counselor. Nyamin Shaw no pay.
We should have one so mammy.
Made a new at a time away at you.
That's it.
Send you up and say, you only have one down or can say open to me at a friend about your meeting. That's how you wait and can celebrate sleepy. Counselor, celebrate sleepy. Among Casa, when almost to sign you, no more some much yammy, almost say. And you only have one that now. Send your wife, almost see a watching a drama mupe, looking out of the rain. Almost see a watching a mupe, where do you be paid? 8 years old church of form. And I say, you want your bonnet and on top poor and LilWin. Because very plenty is our gun and in Nala, almost shine me or catastrophe any and none no mabos for any. You're not no and draw a bosom organ and any man. Almost the car bonipa. Salivate a car bonipa organa. We have your Germany in America say. Almost the nipa, almost the car bonipa organa. Almost I am to the training room. If you move crazy, if it's your if you move for Shabby, I am shake. Almost a floor, my channel almost a say. You're living a ye, almost a that's a yammy or Nana no more. Obey LilWin a free. I'm a yen senior. Yes, you can't say, I want to one more bano. No church of a movie no in a channel. Senior Metiasi. Nagana was on phone in Asia or Becca Sam LilWin because and you're no kunaya bonnet. No, kunya coach the drama move pay. And you're no good neku be back pay. If I be pretty pony Morgana. It's mestre Ghana for or tiny doors so. Or tiny doors so. And we were to mount, and I miss me corporate and because so may in a bit. I feel me better make Mamma Mayan. People, my name is Running beside me say, are you okay? And I miss me okay. My bassa on Tomma be Concassam when I got 30 minutes near upon. Because I said, me, oh, I'm not coming. I'm a woman in a museum. No, I say, are you okay now? Me, who as my main country said, because story way here, story also be tonight.
Yankopon shira de ebesi bia no
but to me and I did about 12 o'clock and saw na me coffee bread and tea. But to me and the
mama ko so bompai ma
we say I
bompai ma le we BBNC
consider ben
ye be gina ye BBNC why yanko so bompai ye na ye mpai be hia la LilWin fa kambo bia LilWin fa kambo bia accident na CSC ye train the police beka etobia kan akumantu ne yem na so bonsam adwuma ye ne se they bia or take advantage of situation to destroy people. So you want to pray against any opportunity that the devil want to use to destroy this young man. Whatever the devil want to use to disgrace this young man, back to the sender, back to the sender, back to the sender. Anybody who wish evil for LilWin, may they have evil for them. Their doormat to become evil. Accusers who accuse them. Whoever is thinking evil, may they find evil in their doorstep. In Jesus' name. Hey, maybe if you one aka, yanko Vivian, yanko. One ns, Kasani yanko Vivian. Vivian now one was you, yanko. Okay, yanko. One aka. Next, yanko, a big bed, yanko, big, Dan big.
Counselor, good morning and good morning to your people here.
Good morning, Dan big. Let's go quickly.
But there is a reason for everything, and I want to start from you. You know, I know the reason why they criticize you so much because you don't like intimidation. And you always stand on the truth. Yes. Okay?
Yes.
You see this issue of our brother who had an accident.
Yeah.
That very day, Alkumasi.
Yeah.
Me, as a person, I feel too bad because I remember before that day how the so-called those who claim that they are criticizing his movie and what have you, how the whole thing was going on. Now, I ask myself, how do they feel now? How do they feel? You understand? So it's not all that good that we are hard on our own. It's not good at all. Where are we? Where did you copy all these things? Where are we taking it to? So we pray that the guy will recover quickly.
Amen.
And those who maybe, I don't think they hate him, but they feel somehow about him, they should come back. I think this is the time for all of us to sit down and think about what happened, because it can happen to anybody.
Thank you.
You understand? It can happen to anybody.
Thank you.
So thank you for making the time for people to aid them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Esther, yeah, go.
Don't say, Ghana like that's my one. Yeah, Padika. Like Ghana like Ghana also so be food real car. They are trying sign. Sanity. Now, when Mecca said, and we end up service because yeah, but me a bad time. Me on my. Or buy a crown rush. The way out most if I owe. Last episode will be what we back on us. There's no way free. The way me or mattery. Back with autism, we were Italy. I know all these things. Now, when one shed that or cooking will be back, the way you're back, also one back. Imagine, say, or also be the Vatican, not accidents, and the bed free. That Saturday, no, or call the premier national after that, no Sunday, no call, and that's no. I don't think, say, when him say, I call a free, no coach, so them so good. He never knew, only. So anymore, and can be a Sunday no quite sorry, because I have a some way, but now will be from I wish I won't be from Yamoya, but to make sure be and then we are one also. Obiara the choir obefa so obi benya che obi kura da ye wo no obi so bedu HB obi free mu e obiara befa so akọ obi anim ko befa so akọ only God knows. Yeah, maybe you should get up on so akọ no obi anim wa fa nsa so. Ina for my yesu so nkasa me le wen no edu ba bia me I don't hate him. Because for you, Papa Ghana or one crop for celebrities are woman yes, no things like Ghana, it is an Apollo was started of one man, and my head so young can't send me the boon of them. Woman, you shouldn't cry, sadly, as the message said, after because the project away or the energy not the start here, but now, I say, I will. To see a mom that was a young support when I read would bring him. No, so young crash. I said, oh, yes, but still now, me, man, or what time that's it. Now, Ghana, just a BPA, near a better no man, also. I prefer life with the star. I prefer life the star. I can to meet no chrome. Now, yes, we ended the year to be firm, both here. I will say, may you say, my say, no.
This country called Ghana. This country called Ghana.
This country called Ghana.
Yes, Bomba class. Yanko, Yamishao. BB men.
I want to energy. None of all comes as an own free movie. None if I want to say all produce to Ghana. No, and to me, no more moving and someone almost on
Yamishao.
No, me, hypocrites all the time. Because one year, Chinese fan. Mommy and I. They are support the no man goes through. Who be able to be in the community. That's the you best actually home. It's really about within the moon, with him near when you move. And yet, that's let me
see how Esther. Bibi Yanko. Bibi. Anti-Bacho DM me. Why? What my friend is on 0277. Throw the call. 0277 609 644 0277609644. And no one in a man. Mercy keep permission. Man, didn't know my look in the eye where my support. We'll raise something. Hello, Counselor. I'm trying.
hello, Counselor.
All right, yeah, call. Bibi, call.
Good morning, Counselor.
Good morning.
I'm struggling with you.
Which that was so.
I'm a episode.
told the Pia, some one to be a man and the actual about finding the Musian, a year, the baby, the baby, you must say, my maybe shed them. I don't know won't be a so bad cross. It's the accident in ATBC baby. And yes, sir, as a man, it's much whom you was bad. I have a one. Apparently, what you don't you project away your school, why, yeah, oh, what member to be brave. I'm rather there when you would. But you should benefit every apparently over. Since people so no, I'm not a book in the moon pressure and channel. Yet, China would what matter to what, or who is swap for whom and to be that's what my let's yes, sir. Said Ghana for a seminar, but also soon come. That consular best said. Some of us can't fit yes, say, you better get to one other. One wash of man, okay, it's not of what this one. And also, so I ain't be son almost so much.
Yaben Nakwanso, Yanus, or Doc Kwanso, Yaben Mrakwanso, Semranma, and Hoya. The Ankoya de Mrano and Jinki. As I said, you as no Saudi car booby.
See, that is a shadow, so every year, the other and Rapaso. Much my walk to our share of the shot until them walk on.
Hello, Counselor.
Because we feel like
Yanko. Hello, Mitio.
okay.
I intentionally want to end the live before restriction. Learn more about restriction. Restriction. What was the restriction? Driving at the same time talking. TikTok. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like we are condoning to any evil, but we are waiting for the report from the police. I blame the system, not those people who don't know what they are saying. It's in any accident and a civil country, a civil country, nobody will say what they are saying to you. It's between police and insurance company. Finish. That's right. You're right. The jealousy in the country is right. This one says, let me honest. His action after the accident is a problem. What was the action problem? The guy was a victim to the accident. So what was his action? Can you educate us? What was his action? The doctors cleared him from the hospital. I could relax him. The other two people who are still in the hospital. So what action are you talking about? He was also a victim. He was also in an accident. The car crashed. So let's be careful. The police, and we thank God that the accident was fatal, but the casualty was limited. Well, we're not here to justify, but if you say things like this, we would like to have clarification. If that's okay by you. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Good morning. We're not going to discuss our topic today because at the end of the day, it didn't go well with what we're discussing. When we came to discuss LilWin, wish LilWin well, what we discussed today. Different from me, right? So this is not our topic. It was about LilWin. Yeah. It was about LilWin. So we will have to. So the topic that is flying, support. Let's support our own. Let's support our own. Let's support our own is the best thing. Let's support our own. I was able to discuss my topic for today. So it's better. It's better. I think that we'll do that tomorrow. This topic will be discussed tomorrow by the grace. We'll discuss tomorrow by the grace. Is that right? That's okay. So the topic you are seeing is what we're discussing. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you very much for being part of this discussion today. We'll keep on praying for them. And at the end of the day, they will be freed and they will not be freed by our prayer, but he will not be a victim of any demonic attack. God bless you. Thank you again. I'll see you later. Bye bye.